Hey guys, and welcome to yet another game series that we're going to kick up and start. This is Rimworld. Basically, you were on a spaceship. You take the role of 3 survivors of a spaceship crash. Basically, you were in an escape pod, and you crash land on a Rimworld in the outer rims of a galaxy. With that said, you have to create a world, which I've already done. We're going to start a new colony. I like to do this guy because he is intense, and I choose rough setting, which is 60% of the challenge. And I don't like it being 100% because there is just way too many enemies early on with that. This is the new world, so I'm going to select that. No, it's not a new game, but I like playing it, so it's a pretty interesting thought. It's a pretty good series, and I know there's a couple other people who do it too, and I was hoping to kind of start one up and see how it goes. See how long we can survive. It does have a lot of survival aspects to it. You have to gather food, you have to gather supplies, build a shelter. There's a lot of things. And to make things more challenging, we are going to start in a desert. Why? Because that is awesome and fun. We are not going to be around any water, so hopefully the pirates won't attack us. We are going to start in March. And the growing period is April to September here, so we choose large. Actually, we'll go with the smaller large. There we go. Alright, so it's April to September. We got marble and sandstone nearby, and yeah, no enemies around. And you basically gotta customize your 3 survivors. I'm just gonna kind of randomize them a couple times here. This one's industrious, global work speed 23% higher and 30% higher. Okay, yeah, we'll go with her, and yeah, she can stay as Sarah Torres. She's a surgeon too. We don't want nobles. Nobles are garbage. They don't do anything except hunt. All these incapable of. You really don't want anybody incapable of anything early on. Elemental Thresh Breakhold is a big issue with a lot of them. And so if they're like too smart or something, they'll have an easier mental thresh breakhold, and so it's easier for them to get angry and upset, and then they'll eventually leave. Okay, this one's alright. Yeah, we're gonna call this guy Derby. Oh no, it's a girl. Dang. Yeah, okay, that works. There we go. This guy's 61. We don't want an old person either. A janitor. Okay, see? Okay, all 3 are females. We want a male. Okay, this should be alright. He dreams of going bionic, and he's a good shooter. Definitely worth having. Okay. Yeah. He is Sinn. Sinn Demonia. Alright. He will be our main character. Out of the And so there's a lot of things that can go on in this, and if you're not smart about it, it can go bad really early on, which is never any good. And I do have some mods, so I have different grounds and whatnot, like different flooring. And I can make bionic limbs and stuff like that, but nothing like that's gonna make or break the game. Everything's fair. There's more weapons than what the base game has. Alright, so she is terrible at both. And she's industrious. I think this one was trigger happy, yeah. So she will go with a knife. Actually, we're gonna have her use the Lee Enfield, which is a rifle. Sarah will have the knife, and Sinn will take the other pistol. Alright, so that's early on. You get to choose your character's weapons out of those 3 weapons. You get a pistol, a rifle, and a knife. That's all you get to start out with. Silver is a very important role of this, and early on, I'm going to go ahead and pause this so we can plan this out. You want to find a place to be that is relatively close to your initial spot. You don't want your people hauling things for a long distance. Alright, so I'm going to roughly have it around here. Yeah, that's a good spot. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a supply zone. I'll say right there. We'll name it trade supplies. And we gotta plan a growing zone next to that. Oh, we can't, it's not dirt. Being in a desert's gonna be hard for that. Alright, so we'll make a small one here, and then another small one here, and another small one here. First one will be potatoes. Second will be carrots. And lettuce. I say this because we can make a salad out of that, and that doesn't require any meat. I almost named it a salad. Alright, now that we got that all situated, we can plan a small structure. So we are going to make it out of wood. Being in a desert, the cactus or cacti are your only source for wood. I'm going to make it relatively big here, and this is going to be our hub base, the main room, so to say. And so it will have our comm station right there. We're gonna put an orbital trade thing in the center of this. No, we can't in the center. And that's for when we do trading, we have to have both of them working. We want a butcher's table early on to, gonna put a butcher shack up here. And it will also have our stove. You want all your rooms to be relatively spacious, otherwise it's gonna make people mad. And being mad is never fun. Because they do not like that. Alright, so there's that entrance. We're gonna have this entrance on the side. It will be double wide on both sides. And eventually we'll link all of it together, but for now, that is what it's going to look like. We will make 3 bedrooms down here, I'm saying. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, roughly like that. First one's bigger than the other 2, but that's okay. We can't make beds yet. It requires cloth, so we're going to have that, that, and that. There's our 3 bedrooms. And then we're going to hit play. We're going to go ahead and put it in fast forward because doing it in just the normal speed is very slow. So we're going to let them carry all that over and build stuff. I think one of them's not a builder. 2 are not builders. We're going to make them all builders. Alright. Alright, so our base is started kicking off there. As you can see, we got our butcher table. So we can now do this. And we're going to make it infinitely butcher creatures. So that way, every time they go hunting, they will automatically butcher them. I don't know why she's planning it. It's not going to grow until April. Over here is the date, time, and year. Alright, so we need some power for those. Being in a desert, this should get us quite a bit of power. Because the desert sun has a lot of sun. I like making unique designs with it, so yeah. That's what I do with it. Alrighty. Go ahead and connect our doors too, because I like having faster opening doors for when we absolutely have to. They will attack us. And if we're injured, we have to retreat inside rather quick. And so as you can see, everybody is against us already right off the bat for some reason. Guess they don't like us setting up in a desert. We'll have to make friends with some of them, but only to imprison their visitors when they visit the colony. Because why not? We are sinful about our ways, so we're going to be the bad guys in this, guys. If we could have a way to attack their bases, I would totally do it. It's more fun that way. But yeah, for anyone who likes a top-down two-dimensional game like this, it's like a Prison Architect, but it's spacey, you know, like, I don't know, it's got fantasy in it, and sci-fi more than likely. Pretty sure that's what genre it is. But it's sci-fi and it's building. It's a survival game for sure. And once you got all that situated, you get to fight against aliens, fight against people, other people, invasions. They'll try to siege your base, and you can eventually make several towns. As you can see, there's plenty of room for many people. And basically the goal is to build a spaceship and get them off the planet little by little. But you have to research everything for that through here. As you see, you have to choose through all of those and eventually research them all, and then you will be good to go. But it's a process. You have to have power before anything, really. So hopefully they will get that building. They need materials. It looks like we have to marketplace for mining iron. Looks like here's the closest. By the way, this was the more recent patch to this game. So the patch is actually pretty recent. It's Alpha 8. Considering to all the others, it's a little better. It's gotten quite a bit better. They did take out a lot of good things from the past patches, but that's alright. This one still works. And so yeah guys, that's going to be it for episode 1. Let me know what you guys think and if I should or not continue this. If I should continue it, I look forward to seeing you guys next time, and if not, well, I tried. I'm just trying to get some more games on the list there, because I know there's only 2 real series that's actually getting any attention. That's 7 Days and Stranded Deep. I'm trying to kind of branch that out a little bit so it's more than just those 2 on the channel. And I will see you guys next time with episode 2 more than likely. Yeah, have fun all. And if you guys like this game, I'll leave a link to its Steam page in the comments there, or the description and so on. So yeah, see you guys around. We're going to start a new colony. I like to do this guy because he is intense, and I choose rough setting, which is 60% of the challenge. And I don't like it being 100% because there is just way too many enemies early on with that. This is the new world, so I'm going to select that. No, it's not a new game, but I like playing it, so it's... Hey guys, and welcome to yet another game series that we're going to kick up and start. This is Rimworld. Basically, you were on a spaceship. You take the role of 3 survivors of a spaceship crash. Basically, you were in an escape pod, and you crash land on a Rimworld in the outer rims of a galaxy. With that said, you have to create a world, which I've already done. Yeah. Alright, so it's April to September. We got marble and sandstone nearby, and yeah, no enemies around. And you basically gotta customize your 3 survivors. I'm just gonna kind of randomize them a couple times here. This one's industrious, global work speed 23% higher and 30% higher. Okay, yeah, we'll go with her, and yeah, she can stay as Sarah Torres. We are going to start in a desert. Why? Because that is awesome and fun. We are not going to be around any water, so hopefully the pirates won't attack us. We are going to start in March. And the growing period is April to September here, so we choose large. Actually, we'll go with the smaller large. There we go. A pretty interesting thought. It's a pretty good series, and I know there's a couple other people who do it too, and I was hoping to kind of start one up and see how it goes. See how long we can survive. it does have a lot of survival aspects to it. You have to gather food, you have to gather supplies, build a shelter. There's a lot of things. And to make things more challenging, we